Banter, books, and Bud, next on In the Zone. Welcome to In the Zone with Lisa Marie Latino. Before Gregg Giannotti became an on-air sports personality in Pittsburgh, he was just one of the fans ranting about his New York sports teams.
Well, I met a guy at WFAN who works in sales, Chris Borelli, and he came to me with this idea because they had formed a partnership, WFAN and Buffalo Wild Wings. They came up with this idea. It's a first-of-its-kind live interactive sports talk show, and what they wanted to do is take what we do on the radio and bring it to a restaurant and have people come here and get whatever they want off their chest. You know, whether it be, you know, the Mets, obviously right now, hot topic, Mets free agency, the Giants not playing the defense like they thought they would see, you know, earlier in the year, whatever it is that really irks them. The Knicks being a pathetic franchise, come here, you know, they can rant and say whatever they want. We'll film their rants, we'll put them on the website, and we sort of made an American Idol out of it, where people can go to the website and vote for their favorite rant, and they get a chance to become the co-host. And I said, this is the coolest idea in the world. So I said, are you actually going to pay me to come down here, say whatever I want, and host this thing? And they said yes, and it's been a great success, and I'm telling you, it's the greatest job I'll ever have. Now,
describe your career at WFAN.
Well, I was an intern in the same class as you, and we have both gone on to tremendous things here. To me, that's got to be the greatest intern class that they ever had. Unbelievable. And I started in 2005, September, and I got a part-time job, followed by a full-time board operator job, which turned into a full-time producing job. And then I got the Joe and Evan producing shift, and then I started getting to know Mark Chernoff and Eric Spitz, and they liked me and what I could bring to the table. I started hosting part-time on the station and around the holidays in the summer, and then these guys approached me, and here I am.
One of the other claims to fame you have, besides knowing all about sports and being Joe and Evan's producer and this, your impressions.
Right.
What are some impressions that you do?
Oh man, let's see, whatever you want to hear. Tom Coughlin I do the Joe Benigno, I do Mike Francesa, I do Charlie Manuel, I do Jerry Manuel, I do Billy Wagner. So whatever you want, I'll give you. It's you know, sort of what is it called? Request.
Let me hear Coughlin. Take the mic.
All right.
All right, we didn't execute in the green zone. We had many opportunities to do so, and obviously things didn't work out the way we wanted them to. I don't want any questions from schmucks. I want no schmuck questions, but I want good, intelligent questions, and if you can't do that, you can get the hell out of this freaking press room.
How about Francesa? Everybody, all right, Mike Francesa. Here we go, everybody. Here.
Hi, Lisa. I knew you were going to be here before you knew you were going to be here, okay? And I knew this guy was going to hold the camera before he knew how to hold the camera, okay? So I just want to say about the Mets that Omar came over last night, okay? He came over. I didn't know he was coming over, okay? I didn't know. But he came over and he rang the doorbell. He said, Mike. I said, Omar, I'm busy. Omar, I'm busy. I can't deal with this. But I said it's okay. Ro had him for dinner, and he told me about what's going to happen. So what's going to happen is this, okay? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, because what's going to happen is this. The Mets, okay, they're going to sign Jason Bay, and I knew that Jason Bay was going to sign before Jason Bay knew he was going to sign, okay? And tomorrow it's going to be sunny.
All right. What's personally your favorite one?
It varies. The Benigno is probably... Bro, Lisa, you show up to this freaking thing. I don't even know. Last time I saw you were like 14 years old. I remember this. Now you're showing up, you got a freaking cameraman, you're sitting here, you all dialed up with the... What? But Lisa, what happened to you? What happened here? I remember you were like this tall, and now you're like, you know, like freaking newswoman here. Bro, can I get a ginger ale and a cheeseburger? I gotta go.
That was awesome.
No one is as big of a sports fan as WFAN's Joe Benigno. We recently sat with him to find out the rules of being a true New York sports fan.
The book's name is The Rules for the New York Sports Fan. And it's a fun book, you know, just trying to detail if you are a fan of, you know, a team. It doesn't have to just be restricted to New York, just a certain do's and don'ts about being a fan. And that's basically the gist of what the book is. The idea actually came from Triumph. They approached me about the idea of doing a book, and doing a book where, you know, would cater to the fans, because I'm a fan, and, you know, I got where I am basically because I was a fan, and I continue to be, even though I've been doing this now for 15 years, whatever it is. One of the big things is that you can't root for two different teams in the same sport. You know, you just can't do it. You cannot be a Met and Yankee fan. You can't do that. You know, because if you're a Met and a Yankee fan, you know what? You're not a fan of either team. You know, that's one of to me, that's like the biggest rule. You know, you have one team and you root for that team. Another rule is that you can't, you know, change teams. You know, once 12 years old is the age when you're the cutoff age for formulating the team that you will be rooting for, you know, in whatever the sport may be. And, you know, I've heard so many stories about different guys. Well, they traded my favorite player away, so I'm not rooting for them anymore. No, you know, you root for the uniform. You don't root for the individual player. Yes, you have individual players that are favorite players for you, and they'll always have a place in maybe in your heart. Different guys, maybe the guys that won championships for you, although I don't have too many of those. But you know, nevertheless, you know, you cannot ever jump teams. Once you make that decision on a team, you root for the uniform. You don't root for the player. I mean, there's things in there about, you know, where. You know, even I have broken the rule. I one time actually rooted against the Knicks when Bernard King came back with the Bullets and scored 49 against them back in '91, and I didn't like the way that they let Bernard go. And so for that one specific night, I actually wanted to see the Knicks lose. I mean, that would be the only time that ever happened. But, you know, but as far as specifics on different guys, not really. No, not really. It's more about the fans than it is about specific players. Well, it's out now. Borders, Barnes & Noble. You can get it at Amazon.com. You know, it's everywhere. A very fortunate guy. Very lucky to be able to do the thing that I absolutely love to do, and never could believe that I would ever be in this situation.
And finally, at the Jackie Robinson Foundation Gala, we spoke with Major League Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig about what Jackie meant to the game. What does it feel like to win this award tonight?
Well, as I've said, Jackie Robinson, I have profound respect for what he did, what he accomplished. Amazing story. Became a critical figure in the 20th century in America, to say nothing of baseball. Changed the face of this sport and changed the culture of society, and paved the way for the Hank Aaron's and the Willie Mays and Willie Stargell's and Bob Gibson. So I can't imagine a higher honor than getting an award in his name.
For more information about In the Zone with Lisa Marie Latino, log on to www.itzonline.tv.